Talofa lava, kia ora ana, Bolivar naka malo ni malo lele, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome into day 2 of the Pasifika Youth Cup for 2023. It's great to have you with us, and as you can see, a lot different to the conditions we had here yesterday. The hardy souls have turned up to support the boys, but the inclement weather has arrived in Tamaki Makaurau, and that is what they'll have to deal with today. With me, Jeff McTainch in commentary for the matches this afternoon. Courtney Tidy is on the way, as well as TJ Ashford, Auckland Rugby League Development Officer. Tēnā koe, TJ, good to see you. I'll tell you what, a lot different to what we had here yesterday. It's going to be challenging.
Yeah, obviously the conditions aren't the best at the moment. However, it's always a pleasure to be here. So, looking forward to some awesome rugby league being played out there today.
Tonga Development, Tokelau is our first match of day 2. Quite different to the conditions you had over on Waiheke Island. TJ, tell us what you're up to over there, part of the Auckland Rugby League Development Program, some young talent.
Yeah, we're lucky enough to spend, we do a trip over there every year and spend a bit of time doing some development, just some fun games and stuff like that with the local kids over there. And it's probably one of the best trips I ever go on every 12 months. So, no, we do heaps of stuff. It's not just rugby league orientated. It's all sorts of games with the kids and just get them active and get them out of the house and out onto the playing field.
And you were talking to me about this Tonga development side as well. A lot of exciting players in there that you've had the pleasure of watching come through the grades. Yeah,
there is, and a couple to mention in that development side. We got number 2 and number 3, Sione Lasala, and both him and Lucky Cully spent some time in our under-16s Auckland side last year that toured the North Island. Sasaya Latu's another one to watch out for as well, the number 7, very experienced player, been through the system and also won the under-16s championship last year with Counties.
And when you look at the Tokelau sides as well, where will their threats be in this first up game?
There's a few young ones in there. I like the number 9, Sams Aisaw. Although young, he's a very talented kid, so look for him to come out of acting half a little bit today. The other one I like as well is the number 12, Christian Farfoy. Got big raps on him. I've liked him over the last couple of years, watching him play some footy. Also been selected in this year's Sean Johnson Shield that's going to be taken off in a couple of weeks' time as well.
How beneficial has this Pasifika Youth Cup been since its inception a few years back? I know there's been obviously the challenges, TJ, with the obvious pandemic and things and a lack of rugby league, but in terms of making your job and your life a bit easier at ARL, how key this tournament to sort of set a platform for these young boys?
Oh, it's massive, and culturally, some of my best friends are from the Pacific Nations, and culturally this means a lot to them. So it's a privilege to be here today, but you know for a fact that these kids are privileged and their parents are so proud of them for being here. So it's massive. A majority of our population playing rugby league in New Zealand is of our Pacific Nation. So it's good to have things like this on here so they can display their skills playing for their home nations.
Come Tonga Development. Tokelau, we saw yesterday. Of course, 2 divisions here at the Pasifika Youth Cup. This is the championship division.
But it's this way, isn't it?
Tonga, Pasifika. Always so much energy and passion in it. Yesterday, they were up against Niue. Took them down, Fiji, the win over Tokelau. So day 2 action almost upon us here. Home of the Bay Roskill Vikings. And TJ, I suppose the obvious question, what will the approach be with the conditions underfoot today? Hard to maintain possession, so you'd expect a fairly direct approach, I'd imagine, throughout the course of the day.
Definitely going to be probably played and one in the forwards today, obviously, with the conditions. It's going to be some tough footy out there, but it's definitely going to come down to the team that can control possession the most, complete their sets and play the ball right down the right end of the field as well. So, look, both of these sides, they've both got a game under their belts as well, so they're a little bit more, they're working together obviously a little bit more and gelled a little bit more, so hopefully that comes out on display here today.
Sosaya Latu. And Tonga development ready to get the action underway here at the Pasifika Youth Cup. And Tokelau has Dr. Warman too. They're set inside the 10. Interesting to see ball control early here on the Tokelau side as they look to work it down the left edge, and now they straighten things. It's the second right, Fa'afoi. Oh, and willing to pop the pass away too, so Sua has it, just looking for a nice steady start to the match here in the set. Tokelau and now they try and bust through. And some tackles needing to be made by Tonga early as Tokelau advance inside the half, and now we've got a space down the right edge. The kick comes, and in the end it's well diffused by Pahulu. Tonga.
Outstanding first set there with the ball as well. They got through their set there and turned the ball over inside the opposition 10-metre line, so if they can defend here and apply some pressure as we see an error.
There's the mistake. Tokelau looking to pounce now, floating the ball away to the left edge, bit of space here. Now that looked high. Players pleading with the referee as Fa'ua is taken. It's a play on the call. So prime opportunity to score first. Very close here. Tokelau. Players lining up, queuing up for it. Trying to barge his way through is Tuli Manu. Tokelau again. Now it's with the second row, Fa'afoi. What a start this would be. Can they make their way over with a splash? And ball goes to ground, and it's Tonga who are going to streak away. And Latu, has he got the wheels? Has he got the gas? He just might. Yes, he does. Brilliant. Counter-attacking rugby league. Tonga pouncing on the mistake, and they score the first try.
Yeah, outstanding work there by Sosaya Latu, traditionally an outside back as well, so he definitely had the speed to get over the try line there, but again, just a bit of a loose pass there from acting half from the Tokelau side, and it's cost them dearly there.
Here it is, hack through, Johnny on the spot, had some work to do as well, didn't he, TJ? Those Players gave good chase, but in the end, just that extra bit of gas and able to beat the despairing dive. Tokelau defence.
Important as well that Tokelau don't go in their shell here. I know they've got to try early on the board there against them, but I thought their first couple of attacking sets there were quite decent, and you know, especially in this type of these types of conditions, as we see the kick waved away there. If you can build a bit of pressure through your defence, you know, because of the weather, you can compress your defensive line a little bit more and apply a bit more defensive pressure. Hopefully, they can turn over a bit more ball and get a bit more attacking opportunities.
The memo almost went out this morning for the boys to pack their togs.
Yeah.
You look at that water in the end goal. Have to hold your breath if Tokelau can cross and score. It was the wind yesterday. Now it's the rain on day 2 for the players to contend with. Tokelau going to put the early try behind them. Put in a good defensive set here. There's some good contact. And it's Tonga now through Fatu. The ball is loose, play the ball. And there's the turnover. Tokelau were after.
Yeah, not a good start. I know they've got an early try on the board there, but that's 2 handling errors from 2 sets there from the Tonga development side, and both of them seem to be loose carries into contact as well, so they need to tidy that area up with the footy. But again, a good opportunity for Tokelau to bounce straight back.
Good pressure defensively. For in there as well. So they had an early look. Yeah, Tokelau, prime attacking field position. 30-minute halves, folks, over the course of the tournament here. Pasifika Youth Cup. They've got a good spot under the marquee there. As Tokelau go to work. And oh no, there's an error in contact, just bobbles loose, and Tonga have it. So opportunity for the time being gone for Tokelau. As Tonga slow play of the ball. And again, just going behind the man. Tuivai McEwen it was. So just looking for a nice clean set here. I think that'll be the key. Both teams just getting their hands on the football, but that one is loose once more. So they can get up smartly on the defensive line here, Tokelau, and put some pressure on as the referee's whistle goes. This will help Tonga just settle things down.
Yeah, those are the types of things that it can cost you 40 games as well, especially coming out of yardage. Simple penalty, like a ruck penalty, can disadvantage you a little bit there. But, you know, again, slow start from Tonga. A few errors in that attacking set as well. They probably just need to tighten up the passes a little bit. They're looking to go a little bit wider with a few wide passes, and with the conditions, it's a bit tough today. So bring that in a little bit tighter, hopefully secure the ball on their carries.
Tonga making some inroads inside Tokelau's half. Josiah Alatini. Now some direct running out of dummy half, running onto it with some real intent. Tonga. This is a better approach in the set. Now they'll look to try and stretch them out on this right edge. Now straightening it. Pahulu, the fullback, trying to spin his way through Tokelau defence. Plenty of options here. They go away to the left. And there it is, Fatu just losing the ball in contact once more. So Tokelau have to set on the counter. Fongali plays it back. Keeping it nice and direct, but that is some big contact. He's over the horizontal. But it's gone loose as well. Some big hits coming in early in this game. There's the mistake of Tonga. And it has been the difference so far. Tonga able to make the most of the counter.
Yeah, the boys are just looking for contact at the moment rather than getting to an arms tackle there, trying to find their front. So in conditions like today, it's easy for defenders to just play at the ball there or get a shoulder up under the ball for a loose carry. So there's a few back-to-back errors from both sides now. Hopefully they can settle this down.
Ratu fires it away, players again running on. And slipping though in contact once more. Well, despite the conditions, I think you've got to say, TJ, good to see them keen to move the ball, but I think that'll be the talk at halftime from the coaching staff, is just try and keep this tight. 1 or 2 off the ruck.
Yeah, just they were doing the play a little bit earlier as well. Just those little drop under plays and little cut plays to bring players back behind the ruck there. And I just think their timing and their depth of some of those plays are a little bit off at the moment. But hopefully those boys can string a few attacking sets together and build a bit of pressure.
I went down the short side, Tokelau, and there's the mistake again. And once again, another turnover for Tonga. And good strength, carting it forward. They come again. And this is Fatu once more, very close. Tonga looking for a second try here. They don't need 10 minutes, and some good staunch defence coming this time from the centre, Alifao. Just those little errors, but take your hats off to Tokelau on that occasion.
Yeah, again, just failing to complete a set, and I don't know if they're just rushing through plays at the moment, but attention to detail around their ball security is something that they need to be keeping an eye on. I suppose the one positive thing that I could take out of it as a coach, though, is Tonga are currently playing Tokelau down the right end of the field, so it's always hard working off your own end goal, let alone with the conditions like it is today, but they just need to keep holding on the ball and applying a bit more pressure through their attack.
Tokelau just want to get some football to work with inside Tonga's half, but at the moment to struggle to get out of theirs in the wet conditions. Nice, but now they might have a chance. Lafaele is just ragdolled to ground by Vainakolo. There they go again, this time through Tulimanu. He's lost the boot for his troubles. Now Tokelau a chance to get inside Tonga's half. It's been lost again. So chalk down another one. It's going to be a theme for sure through the afternoon.
Yeah, I think we probably had one completed set, which I think was the first set of the game at the moment. But again, just a bit of loose carry there. Hand in the ruck. You expect that as well nowadays with a lot of wrestling going on. But it probably was an opportune time for one of the halves there for Tokelau just to put an early kick behind the line and try and turn the big Tonga development side around and try and apply the pressure through their defence. But yeah, hopefully that's something that they can work on moving forward.
Well, it was shorts and jandals on the bank here at Bay Roskill yesterday. It's gumboots and rain jackets.
Oh, I actually saw one of the guys setting up this morning was still in jandals
still
today.
In the jandals.
So yeah, Molly, shout out to you, Molly.
There you go. That's commitment right there, as Olu gets them going forward, and Tonga through players down the right edge. Flag up on the far touch.
At the 40, but as long as you watch it, you won't get there. As long as you're on the 40, no, further down. Oh, so I think the manual, so they don't have to stop on halfway as long as it's 40. But they can come.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got a number 16 on our team sheet either, but we'll try and get that name for you as well, guys.
Tulimanu sets them up again, and it's with Fa'afu.
Yeah, I got big reps on this kid. I like him. Traditionally plays in the middle of the field, and still a young kid as well. No, a young man, I should say. And normally plays at front row, but playing at second row today. But some strong carries, smart footballer.
So a penalty for Tokelau. This will help, advancing the ball down the field, and haven't had a lot of opportunity here. Started the game, Hisanaroa had opportunities near Tonga's line, but if they can build here, key to try and hold the ball in the set, put a bit of pressure on, try maybe go back to back. Referee's whistle goes. We go again. Failed. Counts it forward for Tokelau. Almost and just to bust through, but he's taken down.
Yeah, a few boys from traditionally rugby union currently playing in this weekend's tournament as well. You can just see a few of the boys on their carries and also their tap restarts. Not quite up with the level of play there, but still some tough running there.
5-4 waits. He's got his hands on it again. He's looked impressive, and he's run straight into 3 or 4 Tongan defenders. Here's a chance though, only trailing by the 1 try, Tokelau, and a real opportunity now in front of Tonga's post. Can they shift it down to the edge, find the space? And coming up to meet the attack at the pass is Lucky Kali. Tokelau again, to Manu once more. He's brought down as they'll look for quick play of the ball here, holding the pass, and oh, there's the intercept again. Pouncing on the opportunity once more. Off the error, Tonga close to their line and are off the hook just like that, and now they'll look to put some pressure on the counter. Well, they had players over. Tokelau has just had accuracy and execution in these very challenging conditions here at Bay Roskill.
Yeah, they had a good attacking opportunity there. I thought they threw a fair bit of shape at them. They looked pretty good on attack. They see a little break here through Lucky Kali.
Trying to bundle him into touch here, Tokelau, but still alive for Tonga. Nice work keeping the ball alive as Sione Nesala goes to ground.
Been on a 10-day camp with Sione Nesala, I've got to say. He's probably one of the best people to have in camp, man. He's a larrikin, gets the party going, but he's just non-stop, that kid. He's a good young gentleman.
Well diffused in the end by Tuelu. So Tokelau. Can they build on a little bit of momentum they had inside Tonga's red zone, get back up there, put the pressure on, but at the moment it's some good dominant defence, slowing down the play of the ball. Again, up very smartly. Tonga has Tokelau again. Another error.
Yeah, pass was a bit low there from Iosua. Could see from his reaction here after the player's way, wasn't too happy with himself there, but a good defensive set by Tonga, putting them in some good field position now to extend their lead.
When we talk about the NRL, TJ, and where some of these boys, these players will end up, I mean, you get a first-hand look in your role with Auckland Rugby League. What sort of state is the game in as the players we've got coming through over the next couple of years in the NRL?
Yeah, COVID, I'm not going to lie, COVID's definitely taken a big toll on us in terms of our playing numbers, but one thing I can tell you is the pathway here in New Zealand in particular now is getting a lot stronger. There's a lot of people out there thinking that the kids have to go over to Australia to extend their playing career. However, the pathways here are actually a lot stronger than what they have been in the recent times. So it's good, like, you know, you see the Pac Cup here, obviously it's good for these kids to showcase their talents and get noticed, but there's also opportunities here to continue their development in rugby league, not only through Auckland Rugby League, but through NZRL and the Warriors and things like the Pacific Cup competitions as well.
So Tonga very close to Tokelau's line here as they look for a second. There's the little kick through. And we're just trapped in the end goal. So some good work. Tonga.
A little bit closer than what you first thought. Those of you watching at home that are just tuning in, the blue lines are actually the lines of the field markings that we should be going by. But a nice little fifth and final option there from the Tonga development side.
Running it back with some real purchase here is Pati. Harale Pati. Losing his shorts for his troubles. But again, Tonga look to set up camp. Put some pressure on inside Tokelau's half. Now they have an opportunity to bust through here. That's through Rafaeli. Now looking for a bit of speed out of dummy half as Tonga through see what group. I think the pressure on defensively. Tokelau though again. Trying to generate that momentum this time through to Ielu. Again, there's a nice wee run from the hooker, Alsua. Now getting some second phase options going here. Tokelau toward the 20.
They're actually doing some really good stuff on attack when they hold on to the ball here. Tokelau, as we see the fifth and final option there. Nice end to set for the team. Met by some great defence as well. So if they can hold on to the ball a little bit more, I definitely think, and you see there, they've applied a bit of pressure through their defence and a good kick chase there and won the ball back. But I definitely think points will come for this Tokelau side if they can hold on to the ball, because they're looking pretty decent on attack, and when they get down there, they've got some good shape as well. So hopefully they can get themselves on the board here with this attacking set.
For all the territory and possession Tonga have had, they only lead by 4. The lone try to Sosaya Latu. Mistake streaked away at the start of the match. But they've had a few looks up here, Tokelau. Can they cash in this time and go for a swim in the end goal? We will see. Nice work, ball back on the inside. Good start to the set right in front of Tonga's sticks. Now looking to power their way through. One Neymar is driven back. They go the other way again. And this time some fancy footwork. Rafaeli just slipping on the deck as Tokelau are close, and Tokelau are through. They score. Well, they've had a few looks, have they, in front of Tonga's line here, and this time they score the try, and it's Sams Alsua who gets it.
Yeah, one of the strengths of young Sams Alsua as well, out of acting half. He's got some good vision around here. He's just shown to the left. Nice little play. Isolated the A defender there, and he struck through, and again built pressure there with back-to-back sets from Tokelau, and they've put themselves in a position here to hopefully go in front with the conversion. I think there's a few boys from Tonga Development saying about a shepherd there, but I actually thought it was okay. Nice little craftsmanship there by Isor. I believe we'll be seeing him in action through the stream shop over the next few weeks as well, through the Sean Johnson Shield competition coming up through the Auckland Rugby League.
Sams Alsua out of St Paul's College, and they are on the board for a piece. Just to take the lead, but it's away. Tila Whaavai. There wasn't much in that, was there?
Yeah, I don't think anyone was much impeded, but most hookers nowadays show one way and go the opposite anyway. Bit of deception there at acting half. And I actually thought the Tongan development side were a little bit too thin around the ruck there anyway, defensively, especially on the try line. Need to get a few more bodies there. Apply pressure from the inside out on that occasion, but they just failed to do so.
Latu gets us underway again as we tick towards half-time. 6 to go. Oh no, dear oh dear. They score the try and then that's the stuff that coaches tear their hair out over.
Yep, definitely not the attacking set that you want, especially after scoring points there. But look, that's definitely not the front row's fault there on that occasion. You've got some people back there, your spine in particular, that are there to catch the ball. Just failed to support their front rower on that occasion. Good opportunity for Tonga to strike back.
Out at the best of times to take that, let alone on a day like this, is Tonga. Atu now for Paulu, a fullback, trying to split them. He's taken down as Tuelu and Senefili take him to ground. Tonga now through Lesala. He's driven back. Now again, players queuing up for the ball here as Siwa Gru goes down just in front of the post here. Tonga now looking to play it down the right edge, and they just find the grass, the mistake, and Tokelau off the hook.
Yeah, some experienced players there with a few errors. Junior Sukavia, another hot prospect coming through the Auckland system at the moment. And pass it off to Milatoni Sukavia with the knock on there as well. Just failed to capitalise on a good opportunity there, so close to half time.
Tokelau through Mali. He's racing back. Nice opposite, Paulu. Again, as these players get used to these conditions, we'll start to see a bit more expansive footy as they go up Route 1 through Tulimanu. Gets the offload away, and Tokelau have looked good when they've managed to find the supporting player. And just losing it forward again. They know it too, but good to see the intent. Here to entertain.
That's definitely got to be the message from the coaching staff for Tokelau. Actually, both teams on this occasion. But I feel that they're doing really good with the ball. They're getting some good meters on their carries, and they're just failing to execute to the full detail of the set at the moment. And a lot of their errors are currently coming from in contact as well. So they need to be better ball security around there. And if they can do that, we saw earlier what a little bit of back-to-back set pressure can do to a defensive side.
Gully gets them moving forward. Again, trying to generate something in the set down the right edge here. Get the ball away beautifully. Oh, Tonga just goes to ground. Once more, it was Palele who tried to shift it. Just under 3 remaining in the first half as Tulimanu counts it forward again. Oh, big contact coming in there. Real stung in some of these hits.
Yeah, good decision.
There's the kick, turning Tonga around. And the set, lovely weight as well as they chase through. Some work to do, Paulu. He's done well too as they try and ragdoll him, and Tokelau almost made them pay, but a very good kick, as he said. Spotted the space. And in the end, just small margins costing Tokelau there.
Yeah, so sometimes, you know, those kicks there are just as good as a try, you know, building a bit of pressure, turning the big boys around, and especially in these conditions, the last thing you want to be doing after defending a whole set is turning around, getting back 60 metres to return the ball again. So good decision. Almost come away with an intercept there as well, so hopefully they can defend for this one here and force an error.
Latu. Can they force the area, put some pressure on early in the set here, Tokelau. Tonga, this time they managed to shift it. They tried before, this time they get away.
Good run.
Oh, beautiful run by Gingiki. Gets them moving forward. Now Tokelau having to defend. What an end to the first half this would be for Tonga. They can find a way through. Looking for a quick play. Here, Latu dishes away Alatini. Bahulu with him, but couldn't free the arm.
Lost it.
Slow play of the ball, yeah, as Tonga looked to straighten again. 40 seconds remain in the half here at Bay Roskill. Opening match of day 2, Pasifika Youth Cup. Latu with a grubber, players chasing. And in the end, Sinefili wraps it up for Tokelau. And oh, there's the mistake they didn't need.
Yeah, unfortunate. Good hands as well on the kick there, especially on the low kick return there, and he's fallen on the ball nicely, but again, just failed to execute on the play of the ball. Full detail there, but there's just under 30 seconds, I believe, on the clock here for this Tonga development side to extend their lead. No.
There is the hooter. There is the half. So, interesting old first half of footy, this one. And it's 4 apiece, Tokelau and Tonga here at Bay Roskill. My hoki mai, welcome back to day 2 of Pasifika Youth Cup 2023 and first game of the afternoon is Tokelau and Tonga development. 4 apiece. TJ Ashford, Auckland Rugby League Development Officer with me in commentary. TJ, a tough old game in these conditions, but the boys are certainly trying.
Yeah, you can see there that every time that you have been able to complete a set that they've actually scored points there. So I've definitely got to be the message from the coaching staff is whoever can hold the ball for the back end of this game. As we see the first try here for Tonga development, Sasaya Latu picking up a would-be loose ball and just going the length of the field there. Good chase, unfortunately couldn't come away with the tackle, and it was nice and early. That was within the first couple of minutes of the game there. Tonga putting on the first points. Moving into the second part, we see a big collision there. This is into our second game. You see Aisua shaping up to go left. Nice deception there from acting half. Dotting down for Tokelau's first try here today.
They looked good when they got in that field position, didn't they? But just as you say, execution. On that occasion, they got back in it, though.
Yeah, they've been really good on attack today. Again, just completion. And most of their errors have come from in-contact stuff. So there is some sticky spray out there. I'm pretty sure that they'll be using it as we look to go into a break. But hopefully they can complete a few more sets. 4
apiece here. It's half-time game 1, day 2, Pasifika Youth Cup, Tonga and Tokelau. Second half about to get underway here. Tokelau, Tonga, 4 apiece. Day 2 of Pasifika Youth Cup 2023. Interesting old first half territory possession, certainly in favour of Tonga, but we are all square. Tokelau, the defence early That's it, Tonga. Trying to count it 4 through the second row. Pahulu. Managing to free the ball in contact and trying to expose Tokelau on broken plays. Osiki up toward halfway here. A good set to start the first half. Second half, I should say, for Tonga. As Latu drops it onto the foot. And work to do here for Tokelau on defence. Just been bobbled. That's what Tonga were after.
Yeah, good start to the second half for Tonga development side. Got through the completion of their set. Pinned this Tokelau side back down to their own corner. Ooh, a little bit unlucky there. It looks like he tidied that one up. Bit of a tough call, but it gives a back-to-back set, attacking set here for Tonga development.
He did well for what got down low. These conditions, extremely hard to play footy in. And Tonga started the first half through the man with the ball. Latu helped get them down the other end of the park, and they'll look to make a fast start to the second here. Siki very close as I look to give it a bit of width, some air down the left edge here. Tonga trying to fight their way through. Lucky Kali. Keeping it tight this time and trying to barge through. Very close again. Now, hands straightening it beautifully. Tonga, Pahulu. Close to Tokelau's sticks here. Just some width here. Tonga stretching Tokelau's defence. Trying to wrestle their way through. Latu drops it onto the boot again, and it's well done in the end by Tulimanu.
Yeah, got to applaud the Tokelau in defence there too. They moved side to side there. They covered a few shift plays from this Tongan development side. And some good line speed showed there from the edges as well, which was outstanding. They just need to complete their set here. Return serve with a good kick and a good kick chase, and hopefully build the pressure down on Tonga.
I'll saw it to ground. And they have done that well. They've managed to get themselves out of trouble. It's being able to counter-attack and pounce on the next set. They can build some pressure inside Tonga's half. There's the kick. And plenty of time to have to think about it. Pahulu, he does well too. Siali, Pahulu, busting his way, spinning through tackles. Excellent cart forward on the first. So just like that, right up to halfway as Sione Nesala is wrestled to deck. Tonga again just busting through. Brilliant work. Sikovia, the second rower. As Tonga now look for that space down the left once more. Tokelau up to task on defence for the time being, but getting the momentum going now, Tonga, and again exposing them down the left. Alatini trying to stretch his way through. Defensive committee arrive eventually, and the ball is loose on the far side. Had some real work to do there. Just for a moment, they were exposed down the edge.
Yeah, some good scramble defence there by Tokelau again. Just the kick chase was a little bit poor on that last attacking set, on the back of that last attacking set. So Tonga in the right end of the field though, still looking sharp. They're looking like their carries a little bit more vigorous at the moment.
That's Tokelau, very far forward, second row. He looked good in the first half, is just losing the ball. So Tonga will have an opportunity to build the attack here. It's a funny old game, 4 apiece. Tonga have certainly had the share of opportunities up at this end of the park. And just talking this one over. So So Latu getting the message. He's got a fullback, Paulu, just outside him. They just go off of the scrum through the back rower. And Sukuvia.
Yeah, Sukuvia starting to inject himself into this game a little bit more now through his defence and also his tough carries. He's got great leg speed, able to get over the advantage line quickly as Sukuvia.
Good strength. Tonga very close here. Just trying to reach out. Is Vanakolo. Tokelau holding on defence at the moment. Be tough to stop here though. Siale Pahulu. You have to applaud some of this defence on their goal line, Tokelau. And the ball is loose again. Big hit. And well, TJ, hats off to the boys in blue here.
Yeah, Christian Farfoy coming up with that shot there. He's the one that turned the ball over on mistakes. So he's worked hard defensively to earn his team back the ball. But it's slowly opening up. There's a bit of space there. Tonga's poking their nose through on a few of these carries. I'm liking the way that Junior Sukavia, number 13 for Tonga development, like how he's injecting himself into the game at the moment. He's a great player. So the more times he can be in and around the ball, the better off his side will be.
Tokelau in front of their goal line. Now through Fungali. They look good on day one. Well, the dry deck underneath them, mind you. Just looking for a nice settled set here. Just some good defensive work to affect the turnover. Tokelau. Naima. He too. He played well yesterday. Some good carries. Another there. Here's the kick now for Rafaeli. Good take too. Pahulu as he sets off again. It's in a couple of telling runs, and here's another one by the fullback. Very, very good return, Siale Pahulu. And just like that, he gives them the advantage on the set here. As that man you mentioned, a back rower, Sukuvia.
Yeah, they brought Zion Opeti Satani on as well, the young number 9, currently in the Warriors Academy. So look for him to be a little bit quicker out acting half here for these boys, bringing them onto the ball.
Paulu, a second rower. Good momentum here for Tonga. Sukuvia again, little no-look pass out the back, and now they'll straighten it through the centre, Crichton. Again, Tokelau asked to make some tackles here, right in front of the posts, and just like that, they dart over Tonga and they score the try, and they take the lead again.
Yeah, nice little play there by Opeti Satani. We mentioned him just a little earlier. This is one of the strengths to his game. He's got some great vision and he's quick out of the acting half. He's identified a defender slow there at tight 8. Didn't get low enough as well to secure the ball carrier there, and Satani diving in for his first 4-pointer after just being on the field for the last couple of minutes as well.
Yeah, nice work to finish Piti Satani, but TJ, it was a great first up run from inside the half from the fullback Pahulu. He's looked good today, generating that momentum in the set.
Yeah, he looks to glide well as well. He looks really good with ball in hand, and his kick returns have been massive, so a message definitely has to come on from Tokelau as well to sharpen up on their line speed there, or get a few more numbers around the ball carrier. But both Pahalu at the back and also Sukavia at number 13 as well have taken the bull by the horns on this occasion, and they've guided their team quite nicely earlier on in the second half.
Tufanga Wasiki. Take it out to a converted try lead. Handy, through it goes. And so it is Tonga development, 10 points to 4. As we have 20 minutes remaining in the match, 30-minute halves here at Pasifika Youth Cup, and this was the end of it.
Yeah, nice deception play there by Opeti. Eyes up there, selling one way. just darting in as well. But he's a good young kid. Spent the last few months coaching Opeti as well. He's a good kid coming through the system. Works hard. I definitely see a big future for him if he wants to continue down that avenue as well.
Just the patience of Tonga has been impressive. TJ out of dummy half, getting their second rowers, back rowers, props running onto it, carting forward, and some of that ball control has really given them the impetus up the centre of the field.
Yeah, and that's one thing that they've tidied up. I think they've had one incompletion since this second half started, which is a big area that they've fixed up from the first half. And you see there in conditions like today, you definitely don't want to be defending on your try line for most of the game. So good coaching chat at the half time, and they've seemed to have fixed that up so far.
Tokelau, another shot coming in. Terrell Tuia in there. Yeah, good day yesterday. This is where they have to try and make some inroads, force the mistake early in the set if they can. Tokelau get themselves back in that field position.
Liking the injection of number 24 for Tonga as well, Otufanga Oseke. He's had some nice little touches in here, guiding his team around the park, and that's him there putting in the early kick.
Here it is, work to do, getting back forward. He tries to
Great
beat them.
kick chase.
Yeah, excellent kick chase. He tries to beat the defensive Tonga, but they're up very quickly. And just like that, again, right back where they want to be.
See the middle forwards there for Tokelau, a bit slow to get back, play 3, and they've only just got back on side there. So Tonga look to be turning the screws here, see if they can apply a bit more pressure through their defence.
Tokelau, look to get it going forward through Senefili. That's a big hit though on him. So, can they create something here? There's the kick again. But again, it's a nice take at the back for Tonga.
Yeah, Peter Kaneki.
Oh, good chase initially, but just slipping through. As the rain starts to fall a bit heavier here at Bay Roskill. Kelly plays it back, and yeah, this is where Tonga have looked good. Sekuvia. Again, the carry and slow play of the ball, and they get the penalty as well.
Yeah, he's just been poking his nose through that defensive line, finding his fronts, getting some good quick play the ball. And Tokelau just guilty of trying to slow down and play the ball a little bit more there. But big defensive set for Tokelau. They've been defending for a fair bit at the moment, and they need to be able to stop Tonga from extending their lead, their current lead at the moment.
They're really coming down here now, as you can see. So Tonga full of running, and another good direct carry, Sulu Pahulu. And ball back for Siwa Gru. He's ridden the ground by Tokelau's defence. Sitani gets it away to Latu. Now they try and shift it here, slipping through the defence. Excellent work.
It's Peter Kaneki.
Tonga, Kaneki again. Pahulu is just taken down by Fungale, his opposite. Latu waits. Oh, just puts it to ground. He thought about what he was going to do next. So Saya Latu.
Yeah, tough for Latu there. He's played out of position traditionally as an outside back, centre wing, but he's done really well steering this Tongan side down around the park here at halfback. So unfortunate error there, but again, it's turned over at the right end of the field, so that's one positive they can take out of it. And big change over there for Tokelau. They needed that as well. They look tired at the moment. Tonga rolling them a little bit easier around the middle of the field at the moment, so hopefully they can build some pressure here by getting some back-to-back attacking sets and get themselves back into this contest.
I've seen pretty early on. Impressed to see the adjustment, TJ, the kicking game from both sides.
Yeah, like, I actually think Tonga's come out with the second half with the right attitude. As we see a big shot there by Sukavia. Tokelau probably should have done it a little bit more, kick earlier on the tackle count there. They probably went one play too long and then ended up forcing an error. So Tonga have come out with the right game plan here. Tokelau they're still getting some good carries. They're still getting the halfway, getting a good kick in, but their kick chase is just a little bit poor at the moment. And you can see there, if they're returning the ball to Siale Pahalu, he's just returning the ball and getting them over halfway on his first carry.
Tuelu getting them up toward halfway. Now they venture inside Tonga development's half and wrestling his way to ground. Ausua out of acting half through Whawhoi. Again, the referee's whistle goes.
Yeah, I think
it was a good set though, wasn't it? Up to that
there.
point.
That was the fifth and final play, I think. Died with the ball, so Haas needed be a bit more vocal in that scenario. But you can see there they still went 60, 70 odd meters off their own try line, so it's a good attacking set. Just failing on their full detail at the moment, not getting through their set properly.
Lasala driven back. Pahulu been heavily involved. Has Tonga at fullback. Looking for work, like to see it. Lasala fancy on his feet. Sione Lasala just slipping short of the halfway line. 13 minutes remaining. Tonga development 10 over Tokelau 4. And Kaneki.
Custom Boys High School product as well as Kaneki.
Oh, good hands in the end to hold the pass. Kuvia. It's going forward though in the end. Great work putting the shot in too. They failed, outforced the mistake.
Yeah, a few back-to-back errors now for Tonga as well, just allowing Tokelau to get themselves back into the contest. They just need to tidy that area up again, get back to what was working well in the start of the second half, and that's kicking early, turning the big boys around, building a bit of pressure there with their defence.
Can they find something here off of the scrum? And again, is there a mistake in there? Yeah, Tonga, they like it, there is. There wasn't much in it, but again, it's just in contact as went to ground. Tuelu.
Yeah, that was the story of their first half as well, you know. Doing some great things with the ball, getting some good yardage, but just failing to complete and execute, especially in contact there, another loose carry.
Masiki look to ignite them this time through Pahulu.
Yeah, he's been good in the second half. He's definitely come on leaps and bounds there, and he had a few more carries as well.
Piti Satani. Here it is again. And the man who's had a strong game, Junior Sukuvia. And now it is for the hooker, Satani. Down and over for a good try. Tonga looking for another here as the kicking comes along the ground, and some work to do with Tokelau.
Yeah, accidental offside there by the look of it.
They will have possession again.
Just a pressured option there as well. Nothing really on there. Put late at the line there, but paid dividends. They've got back-to-back attacking set now. Tokelau look a little bit tired. They just need to show a little bit of energy here defending their own try line.
10 to go. Tonga will try carry here, put this one beyond doubt, but a loose carry, yeah. Soni Fatu. It's just been, TJ, the variety of the Tongan attack, knowing when to cart it forward, one or two off the ruck, but then, as you say, the kicking game at times is really caught Tokelau in two minds.
Yeah, there's a few things in play there with obviously the early kicks as well, turning the big forwards around at tires them out a little around the middle of the field. So what that does is when they do carry around the middle, they're finding, as we see an early kick there, they're finding a little bit of space and they're poking their nose through on those carries, which allows them to get a quick play the ball as well. So they're being real smart and well coached in the second half as well.
Kali scooped up the kick, and the referee's whistle goes again. Looking to set up something there from the early kick in the set. Tokelau go to the scrum and have possession.
This weather today is just the gift that keeps on giving at the moment.
I hope you didn't leave the washing out.
Yeah, no, I'm lucky. I've got a great wife at home that does all that sort of stuff. So yeah, she's terrible today.
Yesterday it was an absolute picture here. A bit of wind around too, which made kicking difficult throughout the day, but it's Tamaki Makoto at its finest. The unpredictable weather, as Tokelau still not out of this by any stretch of the imagination, only trailed by 6 points. And again, it's these errors we've seen through the game, play of the ball. I'll be hoping for some finer weather over the weekend.
Yeah, it doesn't look to be fining up over the next few days either, so the boys probably need to get used to these conditions. You can hear the calls from the sideline there, ball security. A few back-to-back errors from this Tongan side as well now. So we see an early kick.
Siki puts the kick through. Oh, lovely take. And that's an excellent try.
Lucky
and
Kali.
splashdown. Lucky Kali. Our Tonga development. Maybe, just maybe, have put it beyond reach.
Yeah, we were talking about that in the commentary box before the game as well. We were hoping someone got a big dive in that corner, and nice little heads-up play there. Early kick on the first play. Nice little heads-up play. I believe that might have been the number 18. Oh, sorry, number 24. Siki. Nice kick chase there by Lucky Kali. Showed too much toe. Great dive in the corner.
4 points for the try, 10 points for the dive.
Yeah, I agree.
Get him to the Olympics. That's an excellent finish. And he gets a free bath for his troubles.
Yeah, nice play there by Tonga. And again, risky play on the first. However, high risk, high reward in this regard. And with 7 minutes of play in these conditions.
That is commitment, isn't it, on the bank?
Right.
That is fan commitment. Right there, that is brilliant. And as you say, yeah, the jandal's still on display. We've got the whole range there, the gumboots, the ponchos, the parkas.
Yeah, famous Crocs in the background there too.
Crocs are making a comeback too, aren't they? The old Crocs. To be honest, I got up this morning and I thought, okay, it's Jandal's T-shirts and shorts day after yesterday, and then I just pulled the blinds up and said, okay, no, we're not,
It's
we're not
been
doing
unreal,
that.
man. Last 3 days over in Waiheke obviously has been superb with weather, and then unfortunately I couldn't bring that back with us today, and yeah, it's definitely different, but it's shown in the game today as well. There's a few loose carries, and again, hopefully it's not a sign of things to come. People can take advantage of watching this earlier on game as well and try and fix up those carries into contact. So we see one of the teams warming up there in the background.
Siki is away. 14 plays for 6 minutes remaining. Tonga development as the fans still enjoying themselves. So the brolly overhead. It's the championship division. Tokelau Tonga development. As we see the extent. You've got to say the drainage is pretty good at Bay Roscoe. At just this particular end is where
yeah, normally when the council
can go for a swim.
Fix the grounds up as well, they do the playing field, but they don't necessarily do the area outside it. So that's probably what we're seeing there.
It's nothing compared to what I grew up with watching in Dunedin, Carisbrook over the years.
Yep.
During the 90s. I tell you what, it was a swimming pool there at times. And so we're underway again. Really the story of this game. Tokelau have been right there, but Tonga just able to make the most of those opportunities and cash in, turnover ball or...
I'll be looking for Tonga to kick early again here. That's what they've been doing, coming out of yardage in the second half, if they can get to their kick.
There it is. TJ, you called it. And again,
Great kick, 40-20.
nice kick, brilliant. Excellent work, the 40-20. So just like that off the try to Lucky Gully.
Have I called it or? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, high fives all round.
Yeah, definitely inside. Great kick. Especially at this age grade as well, you know, like to be able to execute one of those plays. They barely happen at NRL level these days, let alone at this level. So outstanding skill shown there by the youngster.
I don't think we saw one yesterday through the course of the day, but there it is for Tonga. Development. Going to finish this one with a bang. Yoseki, numbers away to the left, down in this corner, out, an excellent finish. Referee pointing at the side, but I think he's going to award this.
Yeah, Sione Lasala in there for his first try of today.
Lasala gets it, yeah, excellent work. Lovely with
some great
TJ.
skill. Yeah, no, look, I've been impressed with the left side half, Iwaseki as well. He's done some great things today. He's done a slight little drop play there, squared up the line in the defensive line there, and himself and the fullback, Pahulu, managed to get a nice pass away at the finish, and Sione Lasala extending his team's lead now and looking to extend it further with the conversion to come. He backs himself as a kicker, by the way, does Lasala, so let's see if we can prove us right today.
Well, that is what we love about this game. 4 apiece at the break, and still, even in these conditions, you see some fantastic skill, athleticism on display. And Sione Lasala there, showing that ability in the air to finish in the corner. And it's away again, but 18-4. There it is. Iwaseki, you mentioned him. Nice ball. Helps set up the word to Lasala to finish. Niue and Fiji to follow here. Roskell, day 2. Two minutes remaining. Have Tonga got one more in them, or can Tokelau find their way over for a second, give them some a bit of confidence heading into the rest of the tournament. Fatu lays it back, and this is part of the field they've looked good, and Tonga managing to get out of their half with ease at times, and again
forward.
It's just drifted forward as Pahulu, his eyes were lighting up again.
Yeah, still some good ball movement, especially in these conditions as well. And you know, with the scoreline as it is at the moment, as you see, the ball was definitely forward there. Looks like he stepped out as well from the touchy. So, yeah, when they're this far in front, obviously it's a little bit easier to play, a little bit more wilder in these conditions. But some great ball movement.
Tuia plays it back, and there's Tokelau. An opportunity inside Tonga's half. They go wide, out of dummy half early in the set, now trying to cart it back through to Elu. These men just haven't really been able to generate too much tempo at the play of the ball. Some of their sets, Tokelau.
Yeah, I don't think they've been down this end other than earlier on in the second half as well, you know, so it's been a tough second half for Tokelau.
Out the back door, and maybe a wee bit of space here. Alifau slipping on the turf. 10 seconds remain. Can they crack them for a second time? Roll the dice here. Tokelau, they'll try their best. It's been turned over, ball's knocked down. There is the hooter And that will be the game. Tonga Development get the win early here on day 2 of the Pasifika Youth Cup for 2023. They've beaten Tokelau 18 points to 4.